Hello everyone, I'm Pepper580, welcoming you to a new episode of Plus Plus Adventures. Last time what we did was the Babylonian method for square rooting a number. This time what I'm going to do is show you what arrays are. Arrays and vectors. So these are lists, that's why the program is called list. These are lists that enable you to store data inside of a list and then access the data from different numbers. Freaking plane going by. So basically, if I g++ the list 1 cpp and then like test it out ./save.out, well, enter the amount of numbers to be in the list, please enter the values to work with. Now, this that I'm doing over here, enter the amount of values to be in the list, is something I was trying to work on before to make it work. Just bear with me a little second. So enter 10 values to work with. This is basically what this is. The number that you put inside of these brackets over here is going to be the amount of numbers that will be inside of the list. This will be the type of values that you will enter the list. So this is float. I can enter 1.5, 2.6, and whatever I want to enter. And then you have over here a loop that goes, okay, for the amount of numbers in the list. Well, if it's less than 10, then you'll get this thing over here. Then the average of the sum, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So the 10 values that I'm going to work with are going to be 1.5, 2.5, 4, 3.5, 6.5, 7, 10, and 9. Oh, there's one more, 5, 4. Here we go. The sum of all these values is 53, which you can just put over a thing, a calculator. The average of such values is 5.3, which you can also do with a calculator, and the standard deviation is 2.30 to 17, which is why I included the library cmath over here to use this function over here, square root of a thing. Now, how is this all done? The standard deviation, it's like a formula. You get the square root of the average of a certain range of values, and that's how you get it. So yeah, this is the standard deviation. And that's it. I think that's how it is. If there's any mistakes that you see with this, or if I'm missing a division or something, because I remember there being a division or something, or maybe that's just the average, just tell me in the comments down below, or I will be getting to a different platform so that you guys can actually correct me. There's this place called GitHub that I will show off in one of the next few videos so that you guys actually can correct me when you know that I'm wrong and that there's something that could be done better. For example, the sum that gets me a long list over here. You could, do that better, and you can tell me how. So that's the thing. Now, the vectors are also kinds of lists that let you store data in them. However, for example, I'm going to get this IO stream include vector. You need to include a different library for this. And the way to call these, you write vector over here to indicate that you're going to open a new vector. Then you write a type of vector that you're going to use. So instead of float, it can be int, it can be char, it can be whatever you want to do. Just put it over here inside of these signs, the lesser than, greater than. And then you name your vector. After naming it, you're going to enter some parameters. So this 20 and 15.8 are going to be the number of elements, and this is just what they're going to be. So cout, let me do this. G++ vector.cpp. Let me compile that, and let me run it. So there you go. It gives me exactly 20 elements with the same value, which is 15.8. And that's a way to get a list with different values. If you don't specify this right here, it will just give you a value of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's the way it's stored. Let me try that again. There you go. It's all going to be 0 because that's the way that it's saved. So if I put, for example, over here 75, then over here it's going to be 75 20 times. Now, I still haven't figured this out, so this is where GitHub comes in, and I really want you guys to help me do this. Like the same thing that I did over here with the first code that lets me put my array into a sum, an average, and a standard deviation. I want to do that the same way, but with vectors. And this is where you guys come in and help me out by telling me on GitHub how this code can be made. So please do that, submit. Look for the page down below, and I will also be putting this at the very end of the video. So that's the thing. Thank you so very much for watching this episode of C++ Adventures, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe to the channel. If you really like the video, share this video with anyone that wants to learn programming, or whomever knows programming that can help me by correcting me through GitHub. And I will see you guys next time. Later, guys.